Here's a modification in our cross-picking pattern that I use just to suit the style of some of the songs that we're playing and some of the ways we approach cross-picking through melodies. And it goes like this. So we did our 3-note forward roll. This is simply a move where we leave out the second 16th note of the first 3 notes. So we go like this now. And what that does is it gives our melody a chance to breathe. It gives our melody a chance to kind of sit there for a second, and then we'll jump into the roll and not hit them right off the bat with that 3-note forward roll. So there's a time and a place for both approaches. This is just a stylistic modification that we're going to be applying to a couple of our arrangements coming up. So that's the alternating version: down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So your pick strokes remain consistent. You just realize the second of those strokes would be an upstroke, so it's like a ghost stroke, and then you're back to your regular pattern. So let's try that first, and then we'll address the down, down, up version. So why don't we try this alternating little modification with a click at 45 beats per minute. I'll count you in, and let's play 4 measures. 1 and a 2 and a ready and a go and. Okay, you down, down, up players, it's going to be the same consideration where it's down, down, up is your typical pattern. So now, since you're leaving out the second note, and it would be a down, you come back on an upstroke on the high note and continue from there. So down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. If you are mystified by what I'm talking about, go back to fundamentals and work on our cross-picking lessons there, because this is directly an extension of that. So let's try this now for 4 measures in a down, down, up style with our slow metronome. 1 and a 2 and a ready and a go and. At that tempo, either technique is manageable for me, and it might be for you as well. So don't let this determine your decision as to whether you're going to be an alternating player or a down, down, up player. Of course, I will do both from time to time, but once things get to performance tempo, I alternate, because the down, down, up is just more difficult for me when things get cooking. So again, like, you know, if you haven't really made that decision yet, it's okay. But as we get going on faster tempo, you want to kind of just make a decision at some point so you can spend more time practicing one technique than the other. So now, I'm going to use this same little modification and incorporate a hammer-on. So again, we're using the open strings. But of course, you can apply that to any chord shape. And any string grouping, of course, just like your standard 3-note forward roll. So this we're going to be working out of this C chord shape, and we're going to have a hammer on. So this sounds like... So your picking hand is doing the same thing, but now the second note is being sounded by a hammer-on, a grace note. So why don't we try that? Again, we'll start with the alternating, and then we'll try the down, down, up after that. So you want this to be in time, just like you're picking it as another 16th note, just as if it was the second note of your roll. And you want to get a good, clean hammer on, and I mean not like rearing all the way back and pounding it, just nice and quick, efficient, and clear. So stay relaxed, keep on breathing, and let's try this modification here using the hammer-ons with alternating strokes with our slow metronome. A 1 and a 2 and a ready and a go and... And now here it is for 4 measures with the down, down, up picking technique. 1, 2, and a ready and a go and... It's a cool sound, right? And there's certain melodies, certain arrangements that are really going to suit this particular technique. So now here's another example using one more hammer-on. We got a repeated hammer-on here, and starting with alternating strokes. Let's try that one with our metronome. 4 measures. A 1, a 2, a ready and a go and... Now that same exercise using the repeated hammer-on with the down, down, up technique. 1 and a 2 and a ready and a go and... Caught myself alternating on the very last one of those, but you get the idea. I'm just a natural alternator myself. So we're going to move forward and get into a new etude. And this is a fun cross-picking etude which works this hammer-on technique. And it'll go through a 1-4-5 chord change in the key of C, but each one is going to last 2 measures. So we have some different rhythm tracks here. This one is a long form 1-4-5-1 in C. So we get 2 whole measures on each chord change. So we have time to really work this technique and think about it before we move on to a new chord. So I'll try this with the rhythm track at mid-tempo to start, and then we will try it together at the slower tempo.